at another Jeep shed. I think you'll really like what's inside here, so we'll get this door up and have a look. What we've got here is a very modified CJ8 Scrambler. So what we'll do is get Gary, the owner, to get it outside so we can see a little bit better, and we'll show you all around it. We'll ask Gary what he's done. So Gary, your CJ8 looks good, so I'm going to tell everybody what you've really done before it rains. So CJ8 body and chassis.
Yes.
We've got the high-rise front guards.
Yeah, a homebrew job there.
Homebrew. Yeah, they've done a good job. What about our wheelbase?
It's a bit over 108 inches, 108 and a half. It's a bit like a full size.
So what's that, how much of a stretch is that?
About 100, bit over 100 mil.
Okay.
Longer than a
Yep.
standard
Yep.
CJ8.
Okay. Nice. So high rise, stretched. Got a nice roll cage over there. Is that what you call it? A roll cage?
Yeah, a very good friend built that for me.
Okay. Very good friend. Have you had to use it?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
That was the scrub rail part of it.
Yep. Nice. All right. Well, let's have a look under this bonnet. Oh, it's tight. It's definitely not a standard engine. So, what have we got there?
It's an old school Chevy 383.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit of high compression, alloy heads, all the,
Yep.
all the stuff.
Fits in there nicely.
Yeah, it's a bit squeezy, but
Nice size radiator to keep it cool.
yeah.
Snorkeled. So you got a, or not snorkel, but you got your air intake.
Goes up into the air duct, which is just behind the bonnet there.
Oh, yep. To the normal, you've used the vent, the original vent
Yeah.
cowl there.
So the bonnet, the water level's got to be over the bonnet.
Yeah.
For me to be in trouble.
Yep. Okay, and that seemed to work okay. It doesn't restrict
Does.
airflow or
Doesn't seem to, no.
getting some more cool air in there.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So 383 made it to the Turbo 700.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice size winch on the front.
Yeah. Yeah, just a high mount.
Yep.
It's fairly standard with just a different motor on it.
Uh-huh. And this is a modified brush bar.
Yeah.
Is that the original one that came on it?
Well, it's the original one that I got with the
Yeah,
car.
well, they're pretty similar. This had the two bars across and
Yeah.
finished off here. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what it is. Oh, very nice. All right, we're going to take a look in the cab. We're just going to take a look here inside the cab. What have we got in the steering wheel side of things there, Gary?
It's just a SAS steering wheel.
Yep. Nice big tacho.
Yeah, see what's happening there.
Keep an eye on you with those revs. Original speedo. Some nice new gauges there. What shift are you running?
It's the B&M
B&M, yep.
Mega Shifter, I think they call it.
Yep. And what seats?
Don't know, actually.
Not sure.
They come with it.
They came in it, okay, yep. They look pretty comfy.
They are, yeah.
That's good. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to get Gary to start up, do a circle, drive it back into the shed, and we're going to put it up on the hoist and show you underneath, show you the drivetrain. So we'll get that happening. Now Gary, have you got air supply somewhere, haven't you? Is it?
Yeah.
Is your roll bar an air tank?
That side of the roll bar is my air tank.
Okay, yep. High lift jack mounted up there in a good spot, and you carry your spare in underneath the tarp.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Yep. Just get the weight off the back end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing a high country trip or something, I put it on the back to get the room inside.
Yep. That's excellent. It's not every day we get to use a hoist to look under a Jeep, so going to enjoy this one. Won't have to crawl around the ground. Righto, Gary, we'll start at the back and move to the front. I see you've got a barbecue tank there, so you run on gas.
Yeah, dual fuel. It's got gas injection and petrol fuel injection.
Okay, so both injected, that's good. Gas was always cheaper here in Victoria, but that maybe not so much now.
No, it's getting a bit harder to get to. When they make the new servos, they don't seem to be putting in gas anymore.
No gas, all, what's it called? Charge.
Yeah, that's right.
All
They carry electric.
electric, yeah. All right, tell us about the rear diff.
It's done at 60. It's a full floater. It's got some 300M axles, disc brakes.
Yep.
It's
Good to see the disc brakes there. What have we got up here?
That's a copy of a Sam's off-road tramp rod. It's to stop the springs from doing a big S-bend. With a spring over, it has a lot of load on the spring when you accelerate.
Yep. Okay.
And that controls all that.
Yep. Got the exhaust tucked up there, running right through.
Yep.
Leaf spring rear end. All right, that's good. What ratio?
410s.
410s, yep. And at the moment, you're running your 37s.
Yeah, petrols.
Yep.
It's sort of the road combo.
Good road tyre.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll show you later what Gary does with it when he does take off roads, a few changes, but we'll keep moving on. What have we got hiding up in here?
One of the auto coolers. It's got three. Just trying to keep the auto cool. It seems to get
Yep.
hot.
And that's going okay? It's working all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Once you get it under control, you can sort of compensate for
Right.
temperatures
Yep.
getting up.
I'll just duck underneath this arm here and we'll check out the transfer case.
That's a swear word. It's a Toyota 80 series transfer case up to a Turbo 700 auto.
Yep. And you done that for the pumpkins, didn't you, to match up to your pumpkins?
Just the rear offset of the diff at the back
Yep.
to suit was either the Land Rover or the Toyota one, pretty much.
So you can see here the pumpkins offset. Oh, it looks good, all tucked up in there nicely. And 700 you said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna get down here if I can get back up. And the tail shafts, are they anything special?
No. Oh, I've got 1350 unis, but at the diff end.
All right, now tell us about this front end. It's definitely, that's not a CJ8 front end.
It's done a 44 out of a quadra-track Cherokee. It's a bit narrower than what it used to be, and it's got RCVs and just an air locker in the front. The Range Rover radius arms and the FOA coilovers.
Okay, yep. And that all works really good for you?
Yeah.
Well, it does. I've seen it out in the bush and off-roading. It works really well.
Yeah, it's pretty stable now. I've changed the back end to what it is. Stretched it a little bit.
And we talked about the engine before, but just run over again what engine we got.
It's a 383 fuel injected old school Chevy.
Nice.
It's a throttle, the TPI injection like a Corvette or Trans Am would have had back in the late 90s.
All right, we'll just swing back to the rear end. You just quickly mentioned there that there has been a change, if you want to talk about that.
Used to have an A-frame and airbags in the back, and it was not all that friendly. So we've gone full circle back to leaf springs. We've put them on the outside of the chassis, and I've gone for one of the longer setups out of a full-size spring and pushed them back as far as I can, because it's almost the same length as a full-size Jeep now. It's about 108.5 inch
Okay, yep.
wheelbase. And when it's on the ground, they're pretty flat, so it sort of works both ways.
And you find that's a big improvement over the airbags?
Yeah, it's just way more stable having the springs outboard and the shockers outboard.
Yeah, good. And where are these other coolers hiding you were telling me about? They're up the front, are they?
Yeah, there's one at the front, and there's also, I put a radiator in it that had a cooler in it as well.
Yeah, okay.
The very one at the front's got a fan on it.
Yep. All right, good. When Gary's going to hit the real hard trails, he puts his treps on, so they're ready to go. And what do you do with these guards? Gary, just show us what you got there.
Oh, they're just to save me body work a bit more. If you go up against something, they all flex up, and
Yep.
they don't look very pretty, but they save.
They'll bend.
They save the panels.
Yep. Because at the moment, got these good ones on here, covering the tyres. And also, he throws on a set of half doors if the weather's nice, just for better visibility, a bit more airflow. Got a nice skid plate here, the steering box.
Yeah, bit of a problem. They hang down pretty low, the steel box.
Yeah. Disconnect for the sway bar when he hits the trails. All right, just a couple of things under here we didn't talk about. Gary, will get you back under here with me. Is this quite a large looking fuel tank under there? What size is that?
It's 90 litres.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the reasons to extend the wheelbase, so I had somewhere to put it, because before I just had the gas tank and I had a 30 litre petrol tank behind that, which didn't get me very far. And I made this one up in all the nooks and crannies and ended up with about 90 litres, so that was a bonus.
So 9 litres of your fuel, and what was your LPG tank size?
60 there, and I do have a 90 I can put in the back.
Oh, okay. I'll just swing around here again and we'll just check out what's on the back of the transfer case here. So a bit of a homemade
Well, it's not,
handbrake?
I can't remember, it's a Land Rover modification.
Okay.
You can buy them from England. It's something they put on the back of the Land Rover transfer cases, and I just adapted it up to suit this one because the handbrake on the discs didn't work very well.
Yep.
That one seems to hold.
No, see, all looks the part under here. You've done a good job.
And I cut the bottom out of the Dana 60 to give it a bit more clearance.
You certainly did. Nice and smooth.
And it's about the same height as the 44 now.
All right. Looks like it works pretty good. You've had a few marks there.
Yeah, it's been doing a bit of rubbing.
I'm putting it to use. So there you have it, a great CJ8. Been really well modified by Gary. He gets it out to a lot of Jeep events. So if you get to one of these events, you'll actually see it in action out in the bush and on the trails, and it performs really well. So thanks for showing us, Gary. Look forward to seeing you and the Jeep at another Jeep event. So I'm going to go and fill up my empty cup, and we'll catch us later.